another edition of Alive and Kickin' on Location. I am Leesa Marie Benz, your hostess with the mostest, and I'm so thrilled to be here at Latitude Live here in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida, with my comedian guest host, Steve Mingolla. Thank you, Steve, for joining us.
Oh, thanks
really
for having me.
I know I met you recently in Jacksonville.
Yes.
And he is known as the nice guy. But let me show you what he wrote on my CD. He wrote, "I will spank you."
You were being naughty.
No, it wasn't me, it was Jessica. So anyway, now let's start from the beginning. You're originally from New York.
Yes.
And now you live in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes.
With your wife, turtle, dogs, kids, the whole shebang.
Right.
And so I know from reading up on you that you actually went to college in Hawaii.
Oh, yeah. For a year.
And then you did what all parents fear. You actually told mom and dad you were going to quit college to become a comedian.
Uh-huh.
And how did that go over?
Nice. Yeah. My dad's like, that's the funniest thing I've heard all my life. You're a comedian? Yeah. So, yeah.
And so you went from the Big Apple to the Big Cow Pie.
Oh, well, that's, yeah, that was a life-altering situation.
Yeah, I guess.
My family's from New York, of course, and when I was in high school, we moved to Lubbock, Texas.
Never heard of it.
Right. It's an Indian word for dead dirt. It's the flattest place. On a clear day, you can see China. There's just nothing. Fell asleep driving my car on the way to Amarillo, Texas. Didn't hit a thing.
Well, you probably put it on the map.
But
then again, you say no one knows you.
No, come on, Buddy Holly's from Lubbock. Mac Davis.
Really?
Me.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And part of his shtick is he's been doing comedy shows for 25 years. 25 years, but nobody knows him.
Nobody knows.
Till now.
I don't care.
Okay, now everyone says too you have a New York attitude with the Southern hospitality.
Yeah, that Birmingham. In the article they wrote, that's what they did on my thing.
Your bio.
Yeah.
Type thing.
Whatever.
Okay.
You know, whatever the story. Yeah, on the paper.
Okay, so now let's get to the good stuff. You ended up going to Hollywood, California.
Yeah, I quit college and moved to Hollywood. Got a job at the Comedy Store.
The world famous Comedy Store where you met all these big comedians.
Oh my God, I can't tell you how many. It's
Dennis Miller.
It was the mid '80s. Comedy was in full swing. It was just plastered all over the country. Yeah, every day on a daily basis, I would see Dennis Miller, Louis Anderson, Jim Carrey, Sam Kinison, Dice Clay. It just keeps going on and on. And they were just comics back then. They weren't famous yet.
Wow.
You know, so that's how old I am.
Wow, you're older than dirt. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so now something special happened with you and Dennis Miller. Tell us that. He's the one who kind of told you that you have this nice guy image and to stay away from the nasty words.
That's so funny because I didn't even come up with that moniker, the nice guy. That was given to me.
But it fits you.
Well,
you have that
I
nice
was
guy face.
like a lot of comics. When you start out, you go for the dirty because it's funny. It's junior high. We love dirty stuff. I love dirty jokes. I'm not, I have nothing against it, but it didn't sound right. According to Dennis, he came and critiqued one of my sets out there in Hollywood. I had a club called Higbee's. And it was like, Stevie, I've known comedy for 14 years. I can say fuck anytime I want. You can't. And so he said it just didn't sound right. So I started thinking about that, and it took me about 15 years to finally go. I think Dennis might be onto something.
So you didn't take that advice right away. You kept doing the nasty talk. And
because it's what made me laugh. Mm-hmm. So, and actually, I still worked quite a bit. I mean, back then, I was on the road 45 weeks a year. So it was hard to give up something that was working.
Right.
Yeah.
Because to take your material.
See, right now I'm the nice guy, but someday I'm gonna have a show and it's gonna say no more.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. That was a song.
And I'm gonna give him the dirtiest show they ever saw.
Everyone will be in shock. Okay, now can you give us any inside scoop on like Sam Kinison? Was he really like that rambunctious all the time, like behind the scenes and stuff?
Sam was a powerful force. He was a preacher before he became a comedian.
Oh, that's where he
Southern Baptist. The fire and brimstone screaming at the pulpit kind of preacher. And he would do it on street corners and stuff like that. So he had already had that in him. And when he did the comedy, that was just, yeah, it was magic. It was. I used to call him Yoda because he was very spiritual inside. You know, he had a lot of good advice and stuff, and he always had an entourage. And he introduced me to cocaine. So.
And that really perked you up, didn't it?
Yeah, he introduced me to Robin Williams, though. That was cool.
Oh, you met Robin Williams.
Oh, I peed my pants. Yeah, I was back then. Are you kidding me? Jeez.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Was that before he became Mork? Or was it after the Mork?
Oh, no, it was after, of course.
Oh, okay.
God, Mork. I was in junior high. What the hell?
I wasn't sure, you know. Okay, now what about so Dennis Miller? Was that before he got on Saturday Night Live then?
Oh, okay, yeah,
Okay,
it was.
So that was
Yeah, it
way
was.
before. Okay. So now your material is mainly about your life because you're half Italian, half Polish. Now that
Yeah.
sounds like a joke in itself.
Yeah.
And you talk a lot about that. And so, why do you think that that's so funny? Because you're a funny mixture type of thing.
Yeah, it's nice to let people know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And that's some of the that routine. Actually, that joke is one of the first jokes I ever wrote that just killed. You know, especially up north where Polish and Italian, you know, weren't really.
You look more Italian though, because you look like one of my friends.
Yeah, it's a powerful gene, the Italian gene. Still got all my hair.
Also, I saw that you do a Casey Kasem impersonation.
Yeah.
Can we hear a little bit about that?
I'm Casey Kasem. This week at number 16.
And you can just ramble on and on and on like that.
Yeah, I used to have a dirty version. Now it's a clean version about Abraham Lincoln, or about Casey being a kid in school answering a question, and it takes me forever.
I know, I saw that on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm trying to, you know, but they see all that stuff you're bringing up. You must have read my old bio because I'm fading all that out, and because I've moved on and I'm doing other, you know, voices and jokes.
Well, that's what happens when I Google you. I found all this other stuff out there and stuff. So
yeah,
now
I need to update.
Yeah. Well, tell me what you think about the Last Comic Standing. Do you watch that?
Yeah. This was the best season because they didn't do any of the crap that went along with reality television. Like that one season, they lived in a house and did the acting, and then, you know, this time it was just based on their talent, and I thought that was cool. That was the best season, really.
Now, have you ever tried out for any of these?
Well, technically, no, I haven't. That's the weird thing about me. I don't know if it's a fear of success or whatever, but I've never auditioned. I've never gone to a comedy festival. I've never auditioned for a talk show. I've never had an agent. I've never had a manager. I've just been doing this and giggling, and someday I'll die.
Well, if someone wants to book you, because you do private parties and corporate events, right?
Yeah.
How would they find you? Just Google your name, and you're on Facebook.
Well,
of course.
I let them know that I exist, and then it's up to them if they want to hire me. I send them my package.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. And because there's so many out there.
Your package.
Yeah. You know, I can't send my package.
Well, you know, people do that. It's called sexting. So how do you keep your material fresh? Are you taking it from your real life, what goes on at your home with your turtle, your wife, your dogs, your kids? By the way, I had a turtle once too. They're pretty interesting, aren't they?
Yeah, but he keeps outgrowing his tanks, and it's getting expensive.
Oh, see, we didn't have ours in the tank, and I'd have friends over and not tell them, and all of a sudden the turtle would bolt across the room, and that was pretty entertaining.
It's an aquatic turtle, so we have to have a tank.
So do you get most of your material just from real life?
Yeah, because I don't know anything else. I can't make it up and be funny.
And
It's got to be truthful.
I think it's so funny too that you usually, at least when I saw you at the Ramada Inn about a month ago, you come out and you tell everyone you've been doing this for 25 years and nobody knows me.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you're right.
It's true. It's like, who the hell is this guy?
But what are you
Where
going
did
to
he
do?
come from?
What are you going to do when people start knowing you? You're going to have to change that.
Huh? I'm going to raise my rate.
You can raise your rate. All right. Now, are you going to be at the Ramada Inn anytime soon again?
I hope so. I love that club. I
Club.
love posing. Jeff, the owner, and I've been working there. I started working that club. Oh God, probably between 15 and 20 years ago.
So you're like a regular?
Huh?
Are you on a regular circuit?
Nobody's
type thing?
regular anymore. There's so many comedians that we're all struggling just to get work. So I wish it was regular. I wish there was there 2 or 3 times a year.
Well, they have a medicine to make you regular.
Nice. Remember, you can set a clock by me. I don't need it.
I think I try to be funny. That's why, by the way, I like to interview comedians, because I live vicariously through them. Because I think I'm funny, but nobody else does.
So you've tried it? You've actually...
No, not yet. This is the closest I've gotten to being on stage with a comedian. Well, actually, I've interviewed a couple others in Vegas. So, but it wasn't on stage because they have insurance things in Vegas and stuff. So it's nice to be up here in the hot seat with you.
Nice to be up here with you.
Yeah, and I got my selfie stick again, so we're gonna get some more selfie pictures.
Yeah,
that was fun.
So I don't take selfies.
Yeah, you do.
I gotta get into
you
it.
do when you're with me.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you want to tell everyone? You got a few minutes. People can find you at
NiceGuyComedy.com, Facebook Nice Guy Comedy, Steve Mingolla if you want to try that. But Nice Guy Comedy.
Nice Guy Comedy. Because he is such a nice guy.
I am. I really am.
But beware when you get one of these.
That's my first CD. It's very old, but it's my first one. So get it before I get famous.
I enjoyed it. You know, he even wrote on this, and he gave me a double thing. He put, "How you doing?" That's Wendy Williams' shtick. How you doing?
I was doing it before. What's his name on Friends? Joey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because it's the Italian in you, right?
Yeah, that's because that's how we all do. Yeah, we all talk. You know, remember that commercial? What was it? Where the guy's at the bar and this guy walks in with a cowboy hat and the guy goes, "Hey, how you doing?" He goes, "Well, I'll tell you." And he went on for 5 minutes. Can't remember.
I don't remember that one, but I remember "Where's the Beef?"
Oh my God.
That was a good slogan for a long time. Anyway, thank you so much, Steve, for joining us today.
It's my pleasure, Leesa. It was nice meeting you.
And we're going to enjoy the show.
Very distracting up here.
I know. I didn't know that this was going to... It's his birthday, so I thought, you know, he never sees anything. He never sees this, so I thought in honor of his birthday, you know, I'd give him something to look at and talk about forever.
Okay. Happy birthday, man. Right
so
on.
thank you, Steve. We're going to enjoy the show. And be sure to check out Steve by Googling him like I did.
Yeah.
He's going to update his material.
Yeah,
He's
I do.
everywhere.
My website's being redone and everything, and I need to add more tape. So.
And I like the fact that he comes out after the show and you can get pictures with him, you can get selfies. And,
I'm easy.
You know, if you give him a drink or two, you might get a little more than that. Just saying.
No, honey, I'm good. I can have another bit.
But remember, laughter is the best medicine, right, Steve?
Yeah, absolutely.
And be sure to become a subscriber so you can see all my shows and all my antics. And keep laughing, right, Steve?
Yes, keep laughing. Smile. Because this is America. The one who takes care of it. My wife doesn't do nothing. Right now, I'm like, yeah, I cook, I clean, take care of the dogs, fish tank, all that shopping. My wife sits on the couch watching Dr. Phil and reality shows. And that's fine, because that's who she is. I married her, that's the whole situation. And I'm not going to say she's lazy, but her name is Susan. Kind of hard. Yeah, I'm not kidding, man. We were in bed last week fooling around, and she wanted me to say something dirty. So I looked at her and I went, "The kitchen floor." Sticky.
What's on TV tonight?
No, same thing every night, sweetheart. Dust. What am I gonna do, man? I fell in love, I got married. And if that's not bad enough, though, here's another thing. About a year ago, she developed this sleep apnea. You guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Oh my God. It's like I'm in bed with a bear, you know? And I tell you something, I've never heard a bear snore in my life. I don't know what that sounds like. All I know is when you're woken up from a deep sleep and that noise is in the room, something deep in your ancestral loins makes you wake up going, "Bear, run!" You know? Which woke her up, and now she's pissed.
Why'd you wake me?
I go, "Baby, you woke me, you're snoring." She looks at me.
Why would you say that? I do not snore. I'm waiting, I do not snore. Do not say that, that's mean. Why would you say that?
I said, "Baby, you snore so loud, the bed vibrates." I know, I don't mind that part. It's incredible how loud it is. And she's like,
Quit saying that, that's so mean. Stop it, I do not snore.
I'm like, okay, fine. 2 nights later,
While she's sound asleep sewing away, I decided to get my cell phone and call her cell phone. And when the message picked up, I went, "Hey baby, this is you."
Oh my God.
20 minutes, baby, I let it go. Next morning she gets up, she looks at her phone.
You left me a message? This is what? Oh my God, that's me! Oh my God, that is me! Oh my God, I can't stand it! I don't want to
Aha!
listen!
You snore. So now I'm thinking she's gonna see a doctor, get the snoring fixed. She goes out and buys me earplugs.